Get ready to discover the underground strategies for making real money and creating a life of passion and reward in real estate. It's hardcore, it's no BS, it's Agent on Fire.
I'm Casey and my daddy is a rock star.
Welcome to Agent on Fire. I'm Mike Costigan, the Agent on Fire, and the guy who's going to tell you once again that you are never going to make it in real estate. Not for any sustainable length of time unless you do one thing, and that is get listings. Don't just get them, get a lot of them. Get everyone in your area, control the market, dominate it, stop chasing your tail with buyers. You think it's a quick buck, but it's killing the long-term strategy, and it will burn you out, and it's why most people drop out of the business. And never fear, the end here, I'm going to give you a way to get your hands on something free, by the way, it's going to help you to get listings. It's all very easy. You just follow little steps that somebody who's done this hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands and thousands of times. It's very easy. So I'm going to help you out with that at the end. So today, we're going to talk about a really simple technique, one that I cannot believe people have blown way out of proportion over the years, one that many people follow the wrong way, waste a lot of time, waste a lot of breath, and never really do it right. And that's building rapport, because with rapport, we call that being in agreement, mental agreement with a prospect. With rapport, you can close them on rapport alone. You don't need to be a slick salesperson. You don't need to have great listing stats. You don't have to sell thousands of homes like I have. You just have to be good at getting in rapport, right in the brain, in sync with your prospect. And it's so easy to do. And since, well, a lot of you like to play on Facebook, I hate it, I'm going to show you how to use it. It is a wonderful tool. I hate it on a personal level. I don't really care to hear people's political rants and opinions and be these tough guys behind keyboards and spew off on psychology, crap they know nothing about. But I do love it for building rapport, because people tell you everything you need to know about them in order to get into incredibly quick rapport. As I mentioned earlier, people teach this wrong. They teach you how to go into these long things about yourself and how to build these commonalities this way and make them like you. Rapport is formed just like that. Okay, when you become an expert, you form it in an instant. And I'm going to show you how. And it's very, very easy. I don't care what kind of listing you're trying to get, whether it's an expired listing. You can do this kind of covertly to an expired listing. Maybe you're not supposed to, but you can. You can do it with a FSBO. You can do it with any old property that you want to do it with. How about a farm neighborhood? See, what you need to understand is people, not just in real estate, prospects in any business, give their business to people who they know. It's all about familiarity. So when you can be a familiar face, they generally choose you. At very least, they choose to speak to you. Now, if you can take it further and go familiarity with likability, you're done. You're literally a shoo-in. Now, you add rapport, and it's honestly, it is a slam dunk every time. You almost have to screw it up to not be able to do this properly. So I'm going to give you a really quick crash course on Facebook. First of all, if you don't have Facebook in this day and age, whether you like it, love it, really you're an idiot, get on it. Nothing personal. It's just stupid not to be using it because it is a massive marketing tool. So as I said, most people will tell you everything you need to know in order to close them. So let's take a FSBO, because this will be the easiest person to identify. Let's say you were to see a sign in a yard, house for sale. Not a better prospect out there. This is somebody who wants to sell, and not only do they want to sell, well, they've put a sign in the yard that says, here we are, come and get us. And if you're one of those people that runs because you're an agent and you're saying that they're putting up a wall, they don't want to use agents, well, you're just an idiot again. So hate to do it twice to you here, but be smart about this. It actually helps you. It levels the playing field, because there's a lot of idiots who will run from that. And the few of you that will get past it, well, you're a genius, right? So here, let me just call you a genius, because you're going to move past these things now. So you just write down the phone number. and you just cross-reference them. You just find them. There's so many things online here today, right? You can just go to like Intellius.com and you could reverse look up the phone number, cost you a couple bucks to do it, and you could find out their name. Maybe you can get a neighborhood directory. Maybe you can find it somewhere else. It's really easy, right? There's really not much to this. So you get their name. Then what do? You look them up on Facebook. Now, this is a really tricky thing. Haha, it's a breeze. If you can't do it, grab your 11-year-old kid or the neighbor's kid. They'll show you how to do it. So you grab them. You look up this person on Facebook. You look at their Facebook account and you hit the little button that says friend. Friend. What you need to know about Facebook is most people will have a public profile so you can see everything they post. And most people will accept every friend request. Why? Because it is just a game. He who has the most friends is the most popular. And while Facebook makes people feel good, and this is the only social life a lot of them have. So, friend them. When they accept your request, now you got them. You just go down their page and you look for what I call affinities, right? Not what I call, it's what they're called. It's a powerful marketing tool. So you find things that you may have in common. And if you don't find something in common, well, you make it up. So we're going to use the example of, let's just say, cars. I'm into cars. Let's say Joe the neighbor has just bought, Joe the Fizbo, has just bought a new black BMW 5 Series. Very easy. I'm going to go on Joe's page and I'm going to click the little like button under his picture and it's going to send him a notification. Joe, Mike Costigan liked your photo. So there's a familiarity touch point right there. He sees my name. And then I'm going to ask Joe a question. This is key. Questions are incredibly powerful. All I'm wanting to do is engage Joe. I want nothing to do with talking about business on Facebook, by the way. The minute you do it, you blow it. This is covert rapport building. And it is the most powerful type ever. Do not screw it up by talking business. I know you're going to be tempted, but don't do it. So I'll ask him a question. Joe, that is a beautiful car. What made you choose a BMW? I've been looking at them myself. Let Joe answer the question. Really? And I see you chose a 550i. You're happy with the performance of that? Great. I was looking at Mercedes. Did you look at Mercedes too? Just engage. Question. Then you call Joe. When it's time to make your phone call, I want you to imagine two calls. I want you to imagine the agent who calls before you who says this. Hi, Mr. So-and-so. This is Mike Costigan. I'm a broker in Atlanta, broker around the corner at blah, blah, blah realty. And I was wondering if you were going to consider interviewing real estate agents. Right? He's done with you. There's no rapport. There's no opportunity for rapport. Now imagine this call. Hey, Joe, Mike Costigan, blah, blah, blah realty. Hey, Joe, I've only got about 2 minutes here. I'm actually off looking at cars. I know we were just talking about your BMW online. I'm actually headed out to go look at one. Thanks for the recommendation. Instant rapport, done. I got him. So simple. And you just go right into your little pitch. But hey, Joe, I know you're selling your house. You know, I'm a realtor in the area. I know we didn't even talk about that. How's it going? Are you having luck? Joe, I'll tell you what, and then I go into, now there's a video I have that I've already created with you about my Fizbo Ally system. I've already created it for you to watch. Watch it. I'm not going to go into all that here, but I got a very, very good script and a very, very good approach that just knocks them dead. But the first step is just building this little bit of rapport. You have instant rapport. You don't have to tell any story. They like you. They have a familiarity with you. You have the affinity. You are done. Now, you can do this with every Fizbo in the area. Now, let's assume they don't accept your friend request and you can't ask them questions. You still can go on there and you can see on their page things they like. You can just see them and just use them. Hey, Susie, I'm off to, I only got 2 minutes. I'm off to it. And there's a psychology behind the 2 minutes thing too. We're time limiting our call so they don't feel like they're getting a long sales pitch. Different story for a different video. Susie, I'm headed off. I only got 2 minutes. I'm headed off to the tennis store. I'm headed off to get a new racket. I'm headed off to a lesson. I'm taking my daughter to a lesson. Whatever it is. You're already in Susie's brain. She likes other tennis people. You don't even have to ever have talked to her. Strongly would recommend doing it because the more you ask questions and engage, the more they will actually know you when they call. Familiarity goes through the roof. But you you can do it simply by looking at their page. Now, you can do this with entire farms. You can do this. Hey, maybe you're talking to a listing, something that you know maybe could be expiring soon. You're not soliciting them. Maybe you're just talking to them on Facebook. Then when they do expire, instead of being the guy that calls and says, I see your listing expired, you don't want it to fail again, you can call and say, hey, I saw that beautiful BMW you got. Thanks for the advice. I'm going to look at one. By the way, I saw you're selling a house. I didn't mention I was a realtor here. Maybe it would be a good time for me to come over and talk to you. I mean, this is so easy. And it's one of those things that is just hidden in plain sight that nobody does. I'm telling you, this works in all aspects of any sales business. It works in voting. I'll give you an example myself how this works, right? When I go to the elections, right? I don't love any of these politicians. I just don't. Frankly, I don't believe most of them. But when I go to vote here in Marietta, Georgia, I go and I vote for the major positions, whatever the openings are. And then there's all these secondary ones. Well, I can tell you right now, and this is pure familiarity alone, call it irresponsible, but it's what I do. There's a guy named Judson Hill. I don't even know this guy, but he's always got signs all up and down the streets around my neighborhood. So when I see his name on the ballot, I just pick Judson Hill. Why? Familiarity. Simple as that. He's not a nobody to me. I know his name. So check this out. If you know these people, if you've got this expired, or you've got this FSBO, or you've just got somebody in a farm area, right? You can do this with people in a small farm. Right? I have a neighborhood of 28 homes that I live in, and they're expensive homes. They'd be good listings to get. It's a great area. They sell. You can friend these people, and at night, sit down with your iPad, or your iPhone, or your Android, whatever you use, right? And you can just look at their pictures, whatever they post during the day, and just click the like button. Now, don't be a stalker, and let's not like everything, and they see Mike everywhere, but just go around and like things. Comment on the ones you're friends with. Engage people. So when it comes time to sell, they know who to talk to. And by the way, on your own Facebook page, make sure people know you're a real estate agent. I can't tell you how many agents try and connect with me, and I don't accept because they don't know that they're a real estate agent, and I refuse to do the looking. So if you connect with somebody and they click back to your page, they need to see the for sale sign. They need to see the company sign. They need to see something that says, I'm a realtor. So this is a really easy, simple, and even better, free way of building rapport. Do it. You're going to see things turn around for you massively. Really, this is one of those tips that is guaranteed to increase your phone conversion. Guaranteed. It never fails. I've never seen it not work exponentially. Try it. Guarantee you it's going to help you. And lastly, I promised you an easy way to learn a whole lot of this kind of stuff. Free. Right now, I'm going to give you a free copy of the Agent on Fire Blaze paid monthly newsletter. I highly suggest you subscribe after checking out the free issue, but I want you to check it out to make sure it's for you. Go to agentonfire.com, middle of the page, enter your name, email address. I'm going to send you a copy for free. It is a paid newsletter. You're going to get the exact same newsletter that I send out to paid subscribers. I'm not going to mail it to you. I'm not going to spend the money on a stamp till you subscribe. But you're going to want this. So go there, get the free issue, get the digital one, download it immediately, agentonfire.com, first name, email address, and that baby is yours. Thank you again for being with me. Tune in next time where I'm going to give you an even more powerful, free, easy tip to make things take off for you in your real estate business. Thanks. I'm so grateful to be able to help you. Take care. Bye-bye.